Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to everyone. My name is Muhammad Mustaqim from class JBA 114I. I am a student of Diploma in Investment Analysis from UiTM Johor. Today, I would like to talk about the effect of coronavirus, or also named as COVID-19, towards the stock market. The objective of this video is to help the investor make their decision for their trading activities.
The globally business activity need to be held. For example, import and export activities and also the travelling industry activities. This sector or industry will lose their revenue during COVID-19 pandemic because the globally community need to follow the SOP to reduce the impact of COVID-19. They will have the crisis in the stock market globally because all countries in the world will have economic problem due to the COVID-19 impact. On 16 March 2020, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, which is Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin, had announced to implement the Movement Control Order, which is MCO, in Malaysia. The objective of Movement Control Order is to curb the spread of the COVID-19 infection in Malaysia. When the MCO was implemented during the COVID-19 pandemic, many economic sector and the production need to be stopped. Majority all of the business in Malaysia need to hold their business activity during the pandemic of COVID-19. When the situation of COVID-19 pandemic was keep going, many company in Malaysia was get low profit or loss in their financial statement. It is because the company can run their business as usual during the COVID-19 pandemic. It will give effect to the company production, profit, and the most important is it will affect the share price of the company. When the government has announced the implement of Movement Control Order, which is MCO, many investors has made their decision to sell back their share because they have expect that the share price will instantly going down or the stock price chart will show bearish because of the effect of COVID-19 pandemic. The sector that take most high risk from the pandemic of COVID-19 is the banking sector and the construction sector. The reason why banking sector was most affected by COVID-19 pandemic is because the profit that gained by bank is from the interest of loan. When our community need to follow the Movement Control Order, which is MCO, they can't go to work or run their business usually. So they will have the problem with their income and they was not able to pay their loan to bank. This is why banking sector will have high risk during this pandemic of COVID-19. For the construction sector, this sector was most affected to the pandemic of COVID-19 because they need make a loan from bank to run their construction project. The interest of loan from the bank will increasing because of COVID-19 pandemic. So, the construction company will suffer from the increasing of interest of bank loan and their cost or expenses will also increasing. This effect is focused on the large construction company, either the private construction company or public construction company. For the example, Gamuda Berhad and Sunway Construction.
But not all business sector will get negative effect from the COVID-19 pandemic. There are several sectors that can gain benefit or can survive in this situation.
The sector that can survive during the COVID-19 pandemic is healthcare sector, food and beverage sector, or the company that provide consumer needs. It is because the community need to fulfill their consumer obligation during the pandemic of COVID-19 to survive. This sector can run their business activity in advance during the pandemic of COVID-19. For the example, Gardenia Company has increased their production of their bread because they have high requests about their product from the community. Gardenia Company can run their business activity as usual and can maintain their share price. So, many investors will decide to buy the share from the company in the healthcare sector, food and beverage sector, or from the company that provide the consumer product.
We have discussed about what happened to the economy during this pandemic. Now, we will discuss about the impact to the stock market globally during the COVID-19 pandemic.
During the MCO, the stock market was open usually to support the economy, listed companies, and investors throughout the MCO. The Securities Commission Malaysia, which is SC, and all capital market intermediaries, including Bursa Malaysia Berhad, will continue to operate as normal, but all provision of service and movement of staff member will be adjusted to comply with the MCO. Trading hour of the exchange remain the same from 9 to 5 p.m. and the break at 12 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. from Monday to Friday. The globally stock market has got negative effect from the COVID-19 pandemic. The majority of the stock market around the world has fallen down since the COVID-19 pandemic has affected the economy. The worldwide investors has stated this situation as the market crash because of the crisis of the globally stock market. For example, the US stock market has fallen down over the 35% in a month, and trading activities in US has been temporarily shut down 3 times in a week. When the stock market was fall down more than the 20%, we officially enter the bear market. Bear market usually, but not always, proceed the recession, just like the recession during the stock market crash during 1929 or 2008. Many investors around the world will worry about the bear market during this time. But every time when the bear market happens, the market will recover during the time. For example, in this situation, the stock market will be recover when the pandemic of COVID-19 start to decreasing and gone. The investor around the world needs to make effective decision in the trading activities until the stock market will recover to the normal. Selling out the share while the bear market happened was not such a good decision to the all investors around the world to do so. This decision will turn the bad situation to the worst situation in the two big ways. First, the investor will realize the loss when they sell the share with price that lower than the selling price that they buy the share long ago. Second is the investor will making nearly certain when they miss the market recovery when they sell the share during the bear market. Some of investors will do the buying transaction during this time. It is because the majority of the share price in this situation is cheap and they will sell it when the market is recovery. But it was depends to the strategies of the particular investor.
I think that's all from me. I hope all the information that I share will help all investors to make their trading decision during this COVID-19 pandemic. This is just for my opinion or view about the stock market during this time. You guys can do your own research about this stock market during this time to gain more knowledge and information. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.